Hey everyone. This video is going to be on my goals for YouTube in 2026. So I've been having a lot of fun making these videos. I've only been doing it for about 2 weeks to start right at the end of the year. But I'm having a lot of fun with like every aspect of it. I'm enjoying the video editing process as well as the recording and kind of coming up with different video ideas. Before I dive into the specific goals, I want to just tell you about the game in the background. It's a game called Balatro. It's kind of like a poker-esque type game where you have these jokers and you make hands, and those jokers can lead to different, almost like builds in a way. And it's kind of a roguelite. Roguelike. I always forget the difference between those two. I know it's like a hot button topic. Anyways, let's not get too distracted. Let's jump into my first goal of 2026. I do want to get a webcam. I think it would be fun for any kind of let's play thing I'm doing, along with I think it will help me later on with something I want to talk about later. But I think it would be nice to have that kind of aspect to my videos, and especially when I do other types of videos, I think it's going to help in different ways, and you'll see when I talk more about my other ideas for the year. I want to continue getting better at editing. I'm obviously really new to editing. If you haven't watched any of my videos, they're pretty rough around the edges, especially on an editing front. But I'm learning, and I feel like every video I'm getting a little better, and I think that's kind of the goal here. Um, and editing is actually a lot of fun. I'm finding. I didn't think I'd like it. I thought it'd be difficult, but I'm having a lot of fun learning about it and just figuring out different new techniques and things you can do and how to do this and do that, changing some audio things. So yeah, I'm really excited to continue getting better at editing, and that's a big goal of mine. Is just to improve on that as well as improve on thumbnails. That would be nice. I know my thumbnails aren't top tier. I just use Adobe Express right now, just because it's easy, and I have a free trial for it. So I decided to test it out before I start paying for it. Next, I need to learn to speak better. When I edit my videos, like if I didn't edit my audio, you guys would hear so much garbage. Like I mumble a ton. I don't speak or enunciate clearly as I should. It's almost like if I'm talking to a person in real life, these aren't problems I have as often as when I do a video. And I think it's partially I'm just focused on so many aspects, such as like how I'm going to edit the video while I'm playing the game. Like I'm focused on a lot of things. So for me, that's a big thing. It's just learning to speak better, or yeah, speak properly, I should say, and go that route and become more professional in my speaking, I guess you could say. Anyways, the next goal is I want to start live streaming. So I'm really excited. That's part of the webcam thing. Like I was talking about earlier, I would like to have a webcam before I start live streaming. I think live streams are just a lot more interesting when you have the person's reaction on the other side. So we usually watch a lot of live streams. I think that's an aspect that you don't think about until you've seen so many that you actually notice when somebody doesn't have a webcam. So yeah, I would like to start live streaming. I don't really know if I'm gonna have a schedule or if I'm just gonna do it on my days off. Or right now, I'm not getting a ton of hours at my job just because I work retail and it's January. Hours get slashed in January, so I'm just got a little extra free time, but a little less money. So that's kind of how it works out, right? Um, but yeah, I want to start live streaming again. I don't know kind of when that's going to be. I would like to get the webcam first, just because I think it'll be fun. I'm going to actually adjust my setup a little bit for it. Right now, my back is facing an open room. I want to spin my desk around, and it will actually work perfectly with how the outlets are and the setup, and I'll have a wall mount on my back. I think that'll be a lot better and look cleaner. I can have some cool things behind it. I have a lot of little pennants and posters and types of things I can put behind there. So that's exciting. Next thing I want to focus on is I would like to make more essay-like videos. I made one last week, I think. The one where I talk about my gaming perspective, where I play a lot of competitive multiplayer games. I play a lot of single player games, and how I kind of do both, because I mean a lot of people play those types of games, but they don't always play both of them simultaneously. Technically not simultaneously, but you get what I'm trying to say. But I would like to make more essay videos. I have a little journal full of ideas for these. They do take a lot more time because I gotta script it. I gotta write a script. I gotta record the script separately from the gameplay. I guess I could do both, but it would be tough to I'd have to memorize a lot. And And then there's so many topics I want to do, and some of them take a lot more time and a lot more footage and that sort of thing. But yeah, I would like to do more of those, and that kind of goes into the next and final kind of goal I have, which is finding kind of the identity of this channel. Like, what do I want this channel to be? Along with, what I want to what kind of videos do I want to make and focus on? Because you make a bunch of different types of videos, and it's hard to get really good at making those types of videos. And I kind of want to like get to a point to where I have kind of these videos I'm making, and I got pretty good at whatever kind of type of video, category, whatever you want to call it. And then also along with that identity, my live streaming versus my videos, how do I want those two things to coincide? They're both going to be on the same channel. I'm going to live stream on YouTube, but what are the things I want to live stream? What are the things I want to make videos on? I don't want to just be a video essay channel, because that's kind of a niche that's run into the ground, and that's not really what I'm looking to do. I want to have fun when I do this. So that's why I'm doing it, because I think it's fun. I'm having a great time with making these videos, when I make scripts to when I just play the game. And the editing process, like I stated, is a lot of fun for me. And I love learning about this new kind of creative process of something I've never done before. And so for me, that is a big part of it, is just continually having fun. If I wasn't having fun, I wouldn't do this. Like, it's a lot of work. So if you're having fun, I don't really see the point. But yeah, like I said, those are the main things I want to get out of this. I want to get a webcam so I can make, have the reaction of, like, say I'm in my hardcore Minecraft world and I get blown up by a creeper. I think that'd be fun to have my face there of the horror. You'd see all my face. Again, live streaming. I find live streams a lot more engaging when you have somebody with with a camera on them speaking better. That's something I'm really gonna have to focus on. So in the next probably few videos, you're gonna see me enunciating a lot. When I do the edit, I have to leave some of them in, otherwise there'd be no talking. But I do cut out a lot of my audio when I do that. A lot of parts and stuff that aren't necessary, just because I'm mumbling or whatever the case may be. But yeah, and then the essay videos I discussed, and then the biggest thing for me was just finding that kind of identity and balance on this channel, and deciding, like, what do I really want to focus on. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you've gotten to the end, that's cool. Most people don't get to the end of the videos. Again, I think as my video quality gets better, that'll be less of an issue. But yeah, I'm excited for this year, and like continuing to this new project I'm doing with YouTube, and just having fun and learning a lot about it. And yeah, but anyways, my Balatro is still going on. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep the rest of the game in. I get pretty far. I'll just spoil it. I don't get to the very end. I down on like the second to last boss, I think. So anyways, though, if you think this game looks interesting, go check it out. It is a really fun game. If you haven't played it or heard of it even, it's a cool game. But yeah, anyways, so you guys have a great night. Have a great year, great daytime, whatever time it is for you. I don't know, obviously. See you guys later.